What's going on, you guys? Let's jump into it. So today's hot topic is, I want to speak on a subject that has been going around, and it's about a lady who came home and found a 20-year-old man underneath her 13-year-old daughter's bed, and she has shot him. She's in jail now. So I wanted to speak on this because I've been looking into it, and I just been looking at a lot of people reviews and stuff like that on that. And for example, so I want to say she had came home, she made herself clear about, you know, who was in her house, and whoever's in her house need to come out the room and all that type of stuff. And when he did come from underneath the bed and gather his things and he was getting ready to exit, she shot him in the back. So a lot of people are saying that, you know, basically, well, it's not considered self-defense, or it's not considered a valid reason because you shot him in the back, you let him gather his things, and then you let him leave. And then some people are feeling like, at the end of the day, this is my house, you an intruder, and then you is in my 13-year-old daughter, you're in my 13-year-old daughter's room and underneath her bed. This is what really disturbs me about this situation, is that people are basically justifying a 20-year-old being underneath a 13-year-old bed. And once again, you know, a victim is being accused of being fast, seducing, or whatever y'all want to sit up here and say. Oh, she's fast, and why would she, why, you know, we're trying to justify everything that the 13-year-old is doing or has been doing. And this is what disturbs me. It is so disgusting, because this is the reason why so many predators are getting away with so much stuff. Now, I am not a victim of sexual assault in no way, in my younger years or even in my older years, you know, but I do feel passionate because I also have children. And then on top of that, it's just sickening the way people are always trying to justify why an adult is, for some reason, you know what I'm saying, not strong enough or shouldn't have enough common sense not to mess with underage kid. Now, the thing is that people are like, well, she lied about her age. If anybody see the picture, or if they even see any type of evidence when it comes down to this young lady, I seen the pictures. She didn't even look over 10, in my point of view. And yes, she was saying some things, and people are like, well, you know, her mom had, it was told that her mom had been getting on her about, you know, having boys over there, and she said the next time she sees somebody with this. Okay, so I guess we ain't never been teenagers before. I guess everybody out here perfect, right? I guess everybody, it was the perfect kid, the perfect teenager, and y'all did everything y'all mama and daddy said. Y'all stood on all type of business regardless. Anytime your mom said, you know, do something, or your dad tells you to do something, you was a noble, wonderful kid. I guess that just don't, oh, this girl, it is just really disgusting, because the simple fact is that I seen people, some people are siding with the parent because they said regardless of the fact. It was funny because somebody said, I guess y'all, all them long posts and all y'all sitting up here talking about jail or hell behind y'all kid. Then when it really do come, y'all trying to justify why y'all would have saved somebody's life because y'all found them underneath your child bed. You don't know what a person's reaction will be. At the end of the day, this is this lady's house. And I don't care what y'all sit up here and feel the need. And I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm going to keep it all the way a buck. It's only black people. This is what's so sickening. It's only black people that feels the need to want to debate and justify the simple fact of, it's not, you know what I'm saying, what is the reason for this lady killing this man, this grown man? Yes, she could have handled it a different way, but we don't know how a person will react in any situation, especially when you're dealing with their kids. People kill me talking about some, oh, well, you know, you can be this. You don't know a person trigger point. They could be the most coolest, nicest person, but then when you sit up here and you have messed or tampered with something or someone that they dearly care about, then you cannot sit up here and get upset because, are you trying to explain the simple fact of what is going on in that situation? Like, oh, wow, you know what, she at least let him get his stuff. Why she didn't shoot him while he underneath the bed? It doesn't matter. why she didn't shoot him while he was underneath the bed. Y'all sitting over here trying to make every excuse. Somebody talking about the man was slow. Talking about, oh, well, he was a disabled. Well, where was his caregivers? Because for you, and then it's even more sickening because they even had evidence of this 20-year-old dude literally, you know what I'm saying, under other young girls' pictures and social medias and stuff like that. So this wasn't even his first victim. This ain't even the first girl he was talking to. And I don't give a doggone what you sit up here and say. You know when you're a grown behind man or woman and you're talking to a child. Stop trying to justify how somebody look and how somebody act. And the reason why I sit up here and say that, because it reminds me of that R. Kelly victim, Rashonda, and I read her book, and it really did make me understand a lot of stuff. And she was just saying, like, it's so bizarre how people sit up, that everybody sit up here and accuse her of being the person to seduce R. Kelly, a grown man that was making sex songs and that already had previous victims before he even dealt with her. She was just saying that, and it was just like, nobody looked at the fact of this grown man groomed her as a teenager. So therefore, the videos and the stuff that you guys seen and y'all heard about her, he was the one who introduced that to her. And that's the same way how I look at this situation or any situation when it comes down to an underage kid versus an adult. When people are sitting up here trying to make a valid understanding of why that this kid, you know what I'm saying, like why that this grown person is dealing with a child. Y'all sitting over here making every excuse in the book, talking about, oh, well, she was lying about her age and she was being fast and she was being promiscuous and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that still should not have, anybody that's still an adult should have better sense and common sense to know that that still is not right. Regardless, it's not right. He was either gonna go to jail or hell, and the mama just made it quicker by sitting over here shooting his behind. Do I feel like that she could have handled it another kind of way? Yes. Because at the end of the day, what people fail to realize is that nobody wants to sit over here and harm a person, even if they feel like that they was in the wrong. But at the end of the day, that still will weigh on that lady's heart, in her mind. Yes, as parents, you know what I'm saying, we might feel beat up and stuff like that. Even if we was to sit over here and retaliate against our child accuser and stuff like that, that still weighs on our mind and our heart. Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, that is our jobs. A parent wants to provide and protect. So people is killing me talking about, oh, well, she was out there, she lied about her age, she was fast, she this, she that. And then some people had the audacity to sit up here and say that that the mother failed her daughter if she had a 20-year-old underneath her bed. Every teenager is perfect? I guess y'all perfect. I guess y'all was teenagers, y'all never do nothing. So it's funny how most of the people that saying that either don't have kids, or the people that are saying that, truth be told, you are going to experience something. It's not the people that actually have kids. It's not the people that actually have like older kids. Because we already know. We know that teenager era ain't nothing to be played with. So at the end of the day, it's always the ones that's speaking up on a parent. You cannot blame a parent for how a child turn out and then their ways or what they choose to do or experience. Do you think that as a parent, we want our kids to be out here doing certain things, acting? Yes, the motto is live and learn. As parents, we want to guide it, and we want to let our kids know, like, hey, this is not the right move. This is what you should do. But sometimes kids don't listen. We didn't listen as teenagers. It's still, I'm 36 years old with 3 kids. It's still some things that my mama don't even know. Half for the stuff that I did when I was a teenager. And do you not try to be funny? I wouldn't even tell her now, because she would not understand. Because she would be like, I can't believe it. She didn't even believe when I ended up pregnant at 18. She like, when, where, how? So it's possible for kids to still do things and stir another way, even if they had the perfect guidance. It's people that are killers, that are in jail behind all type of hideous things, and they came from a 2-parent household. They came from a household that the mom and the dad was active. They came from a good, healthy, you know what I'm saying, background, and they still turned out the way they turned out. Just because they sit up here and turned out to rob, steal, kill, or whatever, that doesn't reflect the parent. Oh, you didn't guide your kid the right way if they sit up here and had a 20-year-old underneath their room in their room. Baby, what did you think I got them? What? I'm like, why do y'all think that it's the mother's fault? Because a 20-year-old was underneath her 13-year-old daughter bed. The 13-year-old daughter seduced the 20-year-old. He didn't have enough common sense to know, first of all, if you're sneaking in the house, the girl did not even look legal. She didn't look legal. So that's one. Then two, you know what I'm saying? You can talk to a person and know that they ain't. Yeah, some of y'all slow in real life and y'all grown. But at the end of the day, you could talk to a child and you know this is a child. When you sneaking over, they ain't got no car. You know what I'm saying? The way they talk, the way they act. You, like I said, you finding them through social media. You finding this person through social media. So at the end of the day, you done already peeped that this is an underage kid. Stop it. So, I mean, you know, it's very disturbing. I just hate the fact that the lady is in jail because she did, you know, shoot the man. I don't know if she'll be able to be set free. I don't know if it's probable cause for that. You guys, leave you guys' opinion on that, because I really would like to know, do you feel like she should be free? Do you feel like that she should have handled it a different way? Because this is a serious matter, but I really do hate the fact of the judgmental statements when it come down to underage kids and grown people, period. It goes for boys and young girls. Like, we have to be their first protector, and we cannot sit up here and just because they're going through a phase, we cannot shame them for things that they have done. Like I said, I just hate it because at the end of the day, it's like, you know, the girl mom is in jail. Then on top of that, for people to sit up here and say that, you know, the 13-year-old daughter is fast and it's like y'all saying she deserve it. No, he was 20 years old. He was underneath her bed. You took that opportunity when you snuck in that house at 1 something in the morning. You took that opportunity. Ain't no grown man gonna sit up here and sneak in the house. And somebody sitting up here telling you, shh, when they come in there. Now, I ain't gonna lie, you got some single mamas out there that, you know what I'm saying, that's probably, you know, doing their thing, and they know their kids is upstairs or in the room. They be like, hey, you can come through when the kids sleep. Come on through. You gotta be quiet. But 9 times out of 10, like I say, they have kids. But if you are dealing with a young woman or a young man that's telling you, shh, be quiet. Or, oh, I gotta wait till my mama. Like, what did she say to lure you in? Since y'all want to sit up here and act like this 13-year-old seduced this 20-year-old man and she lied about her age. What all did she do to seduce a 20-year-old man to hide up underneath her bed? Because if he, honestly, this is how I feel. If he honestly didn't know she was underage, this is how I feel like he should have went about it. As soon as he went up in there and he seen them Hello Kitties and posters and shoppings and stuff like that, and the way she presented herself and her clothes in that room and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he would have caught on to that sooner. And what he should have did was, first of all, excuse himself. Let's just say he did get caught. Why would you hide up underneath the bed? I'll be right there. Excuse me, hold on. I ain't know she was underage, but he didn't do that.